What up, what up? You already know who it is. It's your boy T-Dot, Whatsblazing in sports. Yes, yes, of course. Guys, I am back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers its work. Yes, I am multitasking. I got my calculator here, crunching numbers. I got my other work right here. Guys, this is when I come to enjoy. This is when I come to have my fun with my people. Guys, we're going to talk boxing. We're going to talk Jermell Charlo. We're going to talk Shawn Porter. We're going to talk Jermall Charlo. We're going to even talk about Oscar De La Hoya. Guys, welcome to the channel. Do me a favor. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Sharing is caring. And if you really about it, you go to the page, hit that join button, and find out where you fit in. Let's get it. Where's my girl Lola at? There she go. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna load some stuff for real quick. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. Before we get to it, we talk about it. Let's get the computer. Let's pray I don't drop this mic on the computer again. And I've been having all kind of sound issues, guys. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Got that. Okay. Okay. We working. Crunching numbers. Let's go. All right. Let's do. Turn down just a little bit. Where's this? Your boy. All right. Yeah, we got that. Hold up. Boom. Okay. All right, guys. What up? It's your boy T that was blazing the sports. Of course, yes, I am back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers this work, guys. There was a knockout that happened this past weekend. Matter of fact, there were two great fights. Shout out to Jermall Charlo. Shout out to Jermell Chalo. And honestly, that's probably the happiest family in the world at that moment. Both boys on top in the same night. No deja vu. No lion taking the loss. The lion pride was roaring successfully that night. Jermall Charlo beat Dervinchenko. Oh, my dad's move. Okay. Jermall Charlo beat Dervinchenko. Hurt him. Almost dropped him several times, but didn't. And then we get to the fight of the night, the fight that I said was going to be the fight of the night. Rosario, the banger, the hitter, the slugger, the come forward machine. I don't have a reverse. Taking on Jermell Charlo. Guys, you've seen from the video, if you watched the intro, you've seen what happened. Jermell Charlo hit him with a stabbing jab right in the belly button that done something to him and had him looking like they was hitting him with the, I don't know what they call the clear, like he's on the ground. Like God or something, or angels, like, or maybe, you know what? Matter of fact, Jermell hit him so hard that when he fell, he knocked his angel out of his body. So his angel like, nah, we ain't leaving yet. His angel was trying to revive him. Like, clear, get your ass up. You know we got to see that hot senorita. We got to see that hot senorita later. Get up. Right? Put out a great victory. But shout out to my boy in the building, American Pastor Trevor T-Dub. What it do? Observe myself. What's going on, champ? I can't chat much. I got you, big dog. Don't even worry about it, man. Oh, is it still loud? Hold on. Okay, I took it out, so we're good. All right, guys. Before we get knee deep in the conversation of aftermath and what's going to happen next, let's talk about Oscar De La Hoya. Let's go up. Here we go, guys. Oscar De La Hoya. It appears, guys, he is serious about a comeback, or he just want to get some attention. Listen, look at this right here, guys. Look at this. Let's look. I mean, listen, man. I'm just saying. First of all, for anyone that's definitely, how old is Oscar? How old is Oscar? Let's find out. 47 years old. 47 years old. I'm being honest. For somebody that's 47 years old, that's not bad. I mean, heck, we seen uh, what I'm thinking about. Who is that I'm thinking about? Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is 51. Roy Jones is 40, around the same age, right? 47, 48. You know, maybe if Roy could have got down, that would have been a pretty good matchup for Roy. The Golden Boy versus Roy Jones Jr. But I get it. They were in two different weight classes at the time. But I definitely believe that Oscar, maybe, I don't know what he looks like, 175. But look at these hands, guys. Not bad. But, the one thing I tell people is that you can look good on the pads all you want. They don't hit back. The pads, yes, you see your reflexes on a stage pattern, a set pattern you learn, where you know what's coming. Ba 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 ba. Yes. What about when you don't know what's coming? What about when the round gets later? What about when you run out of gas? Guys, let's watch this. I mean, listen, it's not bad, man. More, there's more? It's not bad. Now, we're going to pause it. Uh, I don't know if this guy does mitts regularly. I'm just being honest. He looks like shit right here. He could be better. But hitting, the way he was holding those mitts right there is like he was asked randomly, hey, dude, off the street, come here. Just hold these mitts. Uh, I mean, like, the dude is holding. See, typically when I do mitts, my legs are bent as well. I'm in a boxing stance as well. My hands are here and I'm ba 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 ba. Look at this guy's legs, man. He's standing straight up like, bro, what's going on? What's good? Now watch it. Look at that. The hell you doing? Clapping? Why is he clapping afterwards? All right, guys. All right. So let's get to it. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's work. Here we go. Let's get back. All right. Turn that a little bit. All right, guys. So it's brought to my attention by my good friend to the channel, America's Pastor Travels. Says teed up. There's something about Shawn Porter possibly wanting or could fight Jermell Charlo next. Me, you know what I do? Instantly go on the hunt, trying to find material. Is it true? Is it not true? Or what can I pick from it? Well, he done a couple interviews with Fight Hype, at least maybe one big one, that they chopped up into two ports right now. First port at Jermall Charlo, second port at Jermell Charlo. The interviewer starts out about maybe seeing Shawn Porter at 154 pounds. And Shawn like, yeah, we talked about that. And, that's not a bad idea. Now, I don't know exactly how he would do. I think he would definitely still be in the upper of the 154 pounds. Shawn Porter started out in a higher weight. I could be wrong, but I thought he was around 160 or 154, 160 when he came into the game, and he dropped down to 147 pounds, and he'd been competing at welterweight. But Shawn Porter is a guy that has carried that weight before, and his style, in my opinion, It is definitely a fan-friendly style. Will bring a lot of attention to the 154-pound that's already up there. Imagine Shawn Porter coming off of a huge pay-per-view event against Errol Spence Jr., who is going to be in another pay-per-view this upcoming November 21st, right? Against Danny Garcia. And if he moves up, and they talked about him possibly facing Jermell Charlo. I mean, it wasn't nothing that he initiated, but it definitely wasn't something that he ruled out. Possibly. He don't do well with movers. This is what he said. Because, well, he was talking about both of them. He said the Charlos, lumping both brothers into one. That the Charlo brothers, they don't do well with movement. That's why Demetrius Andrade would beat Jermall Charlo. Now, my honest opinion, that's a damn close fight. Demetrius Andrade versus Jermall Charlo, that is a close fight. Now, when you talk about matching Demetrius Andrade versus Canelo, Jermall Charlo versus Canelo, I think those fight will go and end differently for each one, depending on who Canelo's matched up with. But together, them two together, I would like to see it. Yes, Demetrius Andrade is the better of the stylistic, if I can say that word, the stylistic, the fancy type of boxer, the one that, slick southpaw all over the ring, awkward shots, he can make things difficult for you. But Jermall Charlo with that steady jab, that jab is continually, guys in the building, the sweetheart of the channel, how they do it, the sweetheart of the channel, the poetic one, guys, the member, Poetic Kells, what it does, the greatest commentator. So good to see you. You as well. Where was you at? Last weekend we had, it was a big fight night, and my first screen got shut down. They shut my stream down, but I went live again, and it's currently sitting at right around 18,000 views. You should have been there. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love. I appreciate it. We have another big one coming up. November 21st will be a big one. That's another one 2 weeks from now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that one. Honestly, I'm not even sure how big it's going to be. Gervonta Tank Davis taking on Leo Santa Cruz. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Errol Spence Jr., listen, you know about this. We made history. When we covered, it was Errol Spence Jr. taking on Mikey Garcia. I think that thing is around 90,000 right now. I think that thing is sitting at 90,000 right now. But you know what, Poetic, I got so many little dubs. Outside of my little dub, I got a lot of little dubs running around here that there's people. I mean, I wasn't the originator of calling fights. I wasn't. But there's a lot of people doing it the exact same way that I do it. Like even using the verbiage trying to. Even talking about, can you hear this? There's people that they watch the success of Daddy Dub. They watch Daddy Dub do what he do, and then I got Little Dub spawning off. And that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I get it. But listen. No, I don't know about 2 weeks from now, but November 21st, we are going to be live. It's going to be pay-per-view action. We are going to be live. Listen, I'm trying to get that thing like last week's chat. We got to get that thing up into the 200 and the 300 club live. The 200 and the 300 club live. We got to get it back there. That's what we need. All right, so let's get back to it. Let's get back into it. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? We got Lola. That ain't Lola. We got Lola, you know what I'm saying, on the video, and we got my girl Poetic Kells keeping the chat looking good, and that's what we need, guys. Listen, guys, see, sometimes, my chat is cool, but it never looks good. It don't have that, you know what I'm saying? And now we got it. Now let's get it. All right. Jermall Charlo did what I said he's going to do, use the uppercut. The only thing I thought the uppercut was going to land better. Not better, but have more of an effect. Cause that thing be landing. Like that thing be landing. Like a 747. That thing be touching down. it be clocking. But Dervinchenko, man, that dude got one of them throwback, Neanderthal skulls, and he can take some shots. But now, here's the question. Is Jermall Charlo number one at 160 pounds? We can't say Canelo, even though Canelo is the first name that comes. But Canelo is not operating at 160 pounds. So we got to look who is there. I think Jermall Charlo is the first fighter that stops Triple G. Oh, if you want to subscribe to the channel, become a member. Go to Whatsblazing Sports. Click on join. Join me now. Here it is. Jermall Charlo. Is he better than Demetrius Andrade? Not even better. See, and that's the question. That's the thing, guys. That is the thing. That is the thing that we got to talk about here. Because the way that they look at it, right? Because some people have Terrence Crawford pound for pound number one. They have him number one ranked as a welterweight. But then there's many people that do not have Terrence Crawford ranked number one at welterweight. Because what have you done for me lately in that division? Now, when it comes to Demetrius Andrade versus Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Andrade might have a little skill advantage. But I think Jermall Charlo got that edge. We ain't even count Triple G. We ain't even count. Hey, yo, guys, we ain't even count Triple G. We know what he doing. He out fighting Steve Rose and getting beat up by Dervinchenko and taking gift wins. Who is he fighting? Matter of fact, who is he fighting now? Let me look up Triple G. Let me look him up. Maybe he got something planned at Triple G box rack. Maybe he got something planned I don't know about. 40 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Okay. Nope. Last fight, October 2019. It is almost an entire year since he fought. Now, Canelo is going to say this. Canelo going to say, well, it's been almost an entire year for me because I'm suing my company. Well, not my company, my promotional company. I'm suing these mother effers. I'm suing them. Triple G, I don't think he's in that category. I don't think he's in that category. Why is he not fighting? Canelo will not fight him. He don't want to give him another shot. Guys, Triple G is not the best. At one time, Triple G, in my opinion, was the best. At 160 pounds, he was the best. Taking shots on the chin. Knocking people out like crazy. Beating up on welterweights like Kell Brook. He was number one. He was the A1 sauce for the steak. He was number one. Like my boy Expert Jr. says, time is catching up with him. Age is catching up with him. He's not the same anymore. He still got a chin, but he's not the same anymore. And eventually that chin, it's going to crack. It's going to crack. But let's get to it. Jermell Charlo. Who does he fight next? Eris Lindy Laura? Patrick? Guys, listen. I was watching, I went back and did my homework, right? I was watching some video on the WBO champion. And, bro, I think he will bring some problems to Jermell Charlo. Now, he's hittable. But at 6'1" with that reach, he doesn't always use it like he should. But I think he will bring some problems. I would love to see it happen next. What about you? Right now, guys, Jermell Charlo's hot. He's hot. Coming off a big win. He is right now, his head is to the level. He did it. He got the pay-per-view. He's successful. His brother did. The Lions brothers are on top, guys. Just like in the wild when we watch Discovery Channel and we see two male lions that decide to, leave together and run a pride together. They did it. Now, if I was him, I'd be trying to fight Patrick. I'd be trying to fight him. Now, I'm not sure if, because with that many belts, 3 belts involved, somebody going to call the mandatory. Somebody going to want that money. That's what it's going to be about. Somebody going to be like, we want our number 1 ranked person to fight because we want those sanctioning fees. And it's going to be from a body that he already has. Now, we don't know if they're going to force it. We don't know if he wants it because he could want it. But even though Eris Landy Lara is not the same Eris Landy Lara is dangerous. But he's been cracked. Jared Hurd showed he's been cracked. Now, the old Lara, the one that people used to boo, slick fighter, smooth fighter, work that ring like he was spinning a tire after just changing it. He used to move around that ring and box beautifully, but they didn't like it. Now, Lara now is getting too action-packed. He wants to smoke. He wants to sell. The hype is getting to him. He wasn't getting the big fights. He wasn't getting the big paydays. So he started becoming more fan-friendly. And he got beat. But you know what? I still think Eris Landy Lara, who I believe is definitely, to me, Eris Landy Lara probably could be a welterweight. I think he's in between 154 and 147. I think he could be a welterweight. But at that age, I don't know if I want to go back down. But Eris Landy Lara taking on Jermell Chalo. I like it. I don't know if it's pay-per-view. See, and that's the thing about doing pay-per-view. That once somebody do it, a lot of times they want to stay on pay-per-view. But the first time we bought it because we had both brothers. Now, here's the thing. Since they both fought on the same day, which means they both are available again. Listen, this could be a new wave. They could be onto something that no one else can do. Where brothers fight the 2 main events in the same night for pay-per-view. Now, what if Jermall Charlo? Think about this. Jermall Charlo gonna headline. Since Jermell headlined this time, Jermall Charlo versus Triple G. Think about it. Jermell Charlo versus Eris Landy Lara. Guys, listen, I will buy that. I will put my money on that. Yes, come on. Yes, because listen, we know, even though Triple G is starting to age, Triple G he don't go backwards. Or not that often. Canelo had him scatter going backwards. Jermall Charlo taking on, look at my girl, yes, Jermall Charlo taking on Triple G. Banger. Guys, listen, let me get back to work. First of all, shout out to my girl, member in the building. Miss her every time she's not here. Poetic Chaos, thank you. The chat wouldn't be lovely without you. And I'm out.